Hey y'all, what's going on? This is man Alim. Welcome to my first episode. Yeah, my first episode of just me and my just me and my music. So I'm taking you back to my very first album titled Poetic. It's my very first album. I think this happened after my second release, single release. I decided I wanted to do entire album. Yeah, I got on the roll after that. My first release was Devil's Way. It started out as a poem. I wrote this poem, titled it Devil's Way, and I let my brother hear it. I let my brother hear it. He said, "Yeah, bro, that sounds like it could be a song." And I was off the races. Uh, had never done any music myself. I was pretty much a person who knew how to do stage lighting, soundboard mixing, things of that nature. Learned how to use a Tascam DP24 back in the 80s, and I had never done anything musically inclined myself. So it was exciting for me to be able to start doing something on my own. Let's check this one out. This one is family. Grew up in South Philly, Wilson Park Project. This is from the album already. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. That's when we had neighbors. We had neighbors back then, man. Neighbors used to always see me, man. I was going through it. So when you listen to my songs, like all of my songs are stories, so you have to listen to the entire song. If you don't listen to the entire song, you're gonna miss it. So every song is a story. This one here is just talking about my childhood when I grew up in South Philly. You know, yeah. So the title of this song is again for my first album. We're still on my first album. The title of this song that you're about to listen to is titled B4. So it's not before, but it's B4. I've been married 4 times prior to this. So now no, because on my birthday, it's three, 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 with reliance on the divine. It's not the voice of reason, it's voice from this place. It is advocate. Now, I want love no more than having before. So, and that was one of the things that I was thinking about when I wrote the lyrics to the song titled B4. I was thinking about my 4 previous marriages and all the things that I had endured throughout the course of those years. And each marriage was different. Unfortunately, each came to an end, and not because uh, there were bad situations. You know, sometimes there are two good people in a situation that just doesn't work out, and that's what the situation was for each of us. It wasn't working out. You know, I'm a grown person. What I mean by that is I'm a person who seeks to condition themselves for the better. I want to address my issues. I want to be better today than I was yesterday. I want to resolve things. I want to talk about things. Because when you just let things fester, you don't, it's a waste of energy. So a lot of these things that you hear about in your song before, I kind of articulated in a harmonious way. Yeah, I did the background for this as well. I was proud of myself when I was able to connect with some of those falsetto notes that I had done since back in the 60s, never heard my music before, which is one of the reasons why I decided to do this show. If you've never heard my music before, it's time that you give yourself a break and listen to some meaningful uh, flavor. I do some spoken word stuff. I am not a singer. I'm an artist. You know, I'm a person. I'm a lecturer, so I've done lectures. So as far as recitation of things, I do well with that. I just decided it was time for me to go ahead and give myself a shot after doing so much of other, promotions and public relations in Philadelphia with my first wife, my children's mother. Um, at that time, she went by the stage name of Veronique St. Clair, aka Miss V, aka Veronica Bernard. We had the company, well, third company I partnered with, Sweet and Word Productions in Philadelphia. If you remember that name. And she was doing public relations, promotions, Fat Larry Band, Mike Austin, Clap Band, and the whole Gino Monroe, which was one of the comedians. We had a person who did Natalie Cole's the male from the LGBTQ community did the rendition of Natalie Cole. It's a lot of people, man, from Philly that we pretty much powerhouse band. Hosted, I think everybody so far back. So I was always involved in music. I DJ basement parties. I did the club scene. Capitularian, familiar with Philly. Uh, I did upstairs, penthouse disco. Our competition was downstairs, Playboy disco. So I did the club thing for a minute. And then I just pretty much just hung up my wheels of steel and, was doing other things. But yeah, I was always around music, always around, local entertainers. So I didn't, just one day I said, hey, man, I'm going to throw my hat into the ring. And I haven't been shy about it. I do all my own music, I write all my own songs, create my own beats. I just have that ear. So when you listen to my music, you'll hear a lot of the 70s, 80s, early 90s flavor. You'll hear jazz, such as this here. Um, yeah, so you'll hear a combination of reggae, salsa. This is one of the instrumental. I have to get another battery for my remote for my computer audio extended system, so I can drop down some of the bass and pick that up tomorrow. I just moved my lab. Well, this is my studio stuff. I have a studio upstairs in the house. I have a Tascam DP24. So I do all my recording upstairs. So I moved this portion downstairs because this is actually where I'll be doing my live shows. I need more space because I also have seven shots the merchandise for our e-commerce store, Alim for you. So, because the bottom end of this thing is vicious, I'm trying to get that out. The battery is pretty much done. It's been in here for, I don't know, since 2010. 2010, I think the battery has been in here. So, but yeah, so it's an instrumental you hear in the background. The title of that song is Broad Street. I grew up in Philly. So if you know about Philly or you ever been, to Philly and you drive Broad Street, it is an exercise in survival. It's quite a run going up and down Broad Street. Haven't done a whole hell of a lot different with the potholes since I moved. I've been here at Riviera Beach, Florida for 9 years now. And I go up there. I was up there last year. Jeez. Oh, street. So this is the instrumental, like that, that brush. That's what I thought about, man. I created this song here, dropping up and down Broad Street in Philly. It's like everything. You got to move. You got the traffic coming in both sides. You got cars parked in the middle, cars parked on the side. So this was released in 2022. This is my first album. What's happening, y'all? Elon Musk. Yes. Oh, I got Elon on here. That's wonderful. Charmatrice, Pink Durag. What's going on? Welcome back, Charmatrice and Pink Durag. Thank you for tuning in. This is another one. I put my wife on this one. I try to pull my wife into things, anything that I'm doing. So I pulled her into this. And when I listened to this album, I listened to all the things that I didn't know about recording music, especially preparing for radio play. You had a plan. Once again, so this is again, this is another one of those songs. This was my personal experience. That once again, man, I fall in love with all the things that I think I'm supposed to do. Even ask, what am I missing? And still, when a person isn't ready, you can't take them from a place they are to a place you want to see them or you think they deserve. Because I think you deserve that doesn't mean that's what you want. And that's a sticking point for a lot of relationships, man. We come along, you may live in the efficiency department in the cookie, you're happy there, you've been there for some time, it's your place to establish some things there within yourself. That may be your first place. I come along and I want you to have more. I want you to be in the two, three bedroom apartment. I want you to be in doesn't mean that that's what's going to make you happy. And oftentimes we get caught up in that, especially men. We get a good woman, we want to do this. And I know a lot of women don't think that men think like that, but we do. Y'all are not the only ones that see promise in a person, right? But we have to understand that this is where the person is. Sometimes you gotta let the person. I'm, I'm not the counselor. I'm a clinician. I don't counsel my I'm a counselor my wife. That's not my role. Now it's not a good role to be. That you want to turn around and start you and your spouse. That doesn't work because there's always going to be a bias there, right? Always going to be a bias. So you let somebody else do it. The name of the song is captured from the album, the first album, Poetic Peace. When I listen to my music from early on, right? It's just amazing how far I've come and how far I've grown in terms of lyrically, um, enunciating certain things. I mean, always, when I was young, I used to sit in the house. I used to listen to Patti LaBelle. Gil Scott Heron is one of my favorite artists. Joe Cocker, the Rolling Stones, Nina Simone, Nancy Wilson, a host of others. I used to imitate their voices, and so I kind of learned some riffs and things like that. It's a lot of things I picked up DJing. I learned a lot of things. Just I listen to things in the mixing. So when I first started doing this, like I had in my mind one thing, and I started learning over the years what the vocalists were doing that I worked with. Right? It wasn't just a matter of them having a voice because everybody doesn't. Everybody has a voice, but everybody can't. I don't know how to state it, but everybody doesn't have to vibe. Like a 12-year-old can sing a Nancy Wilson song, but she can't put into it that vibe that Nancy put into it simply because that's Nancy's experience. That's Nancy's aura. That you can't do that. The 12-year-old might do any job in singing the song, but it's just some things that you can't put it. You just can't put the Nancy got. And that's with any art. Like somebody can do DMX, um, but you can't put X in it. He just had to. And you can mimic it, but you can't put that into it. So this is where I started learning where it is that I wanted to go, and I really still have not settled into my space. Right, I've stopped smoking cigars as frequently as I once did. So I've been using some Lindley and cleaning out my lungs, and I still got that little growl in there, but um, I can still reach back for my falsetto. Uh, so it's like I really haven't settled in to the place that I want to be. Listen, I'm not a spring chicken, man. I'm doing it because I enjoy music. Because this is self-expression for me, and because I can do it. I told myself that I can do it. I'm going to do it, and I've been doing it. I'm on album number 5. It just got released. earlier this month. So here's my socio-political stuff here. I'm let you listen to this song. Title of this song is Race. Race. Erace. There's a lot of bottom in it. What if I? That's what that. You born to send the message, return to sender. So this is the Civil War stuff. You got the generated, run around, making all these straight calls. Page erase. So that so we want to move. So the next album, this album came out in 2023, and the title of this album is "You Want to Be Me." It's all letters and numbers. You want to be me, and this is. I always had the inkling to do some uh, Kurt Franklin type stuff. So this is where this is also my wife. I bought it on. You want to be third out. Song titled album. You want to be me. Letters and what I'll be doing is I'll be putting my other microphone down here. My microphone quality sound is a lot better than what I'm connected. I'm on three cameras. I'm on my phone with TikTok and Facebook and my YouTube station on my digital camera microphone. So I got to bring down my other microphone, set that up down here to absorb the dynamic bass in the background. The name of this one, Stage Name. I heard that you got me and you know, you're looking for love. Always finding it in faces of your dreams. I've got to take my if you got it, if that's the company, I've got to take my so the A frame, this is the A frame, right? You bend over, that's what it looks like from the back. The A frame. I don't care nothing about the A frame. You gotta want to be boss. You want to be boss to keep it moving along. Yeah. Now, mind you, this is 2023, right? This album is 2023. So if I redid all of those songs from back then, I'd have a whole different flow. Because for me, I write songs, and I write so quickly sometimes that I write them and get them right on. So I don't have the opportunity to absorb it, to really get the flow, for it. I'm actually doing it right from the sheet because I haven't memorized. Now, you got to remember now, these songs are done back in 2021, 22, and 23. We're in 26 now. The most recent album that was released, um, God in a Man's World, the one I just released, spent so much time with this album because I wanted to demonstrate, not to just the listeners, but to myself, that I was improving. There's no point in doing something over and over and over again if there's no improvement. I don't care how much fun it is, how leisure it is, none of that stuff. You got to be improving. So if you go back and you listen to, the very first album, right? Just focus on the lyrics, please. Focus on the lyrics. Um, the concept of what it is that I was doing at that point. See, because I'm I think before I make a move. So when you hear my music, you hear my talent. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You hear my writing ability, um, my cover art for my albums are done by me. Right? They're designed by me. The mixing, the beat is done by me. All this stuff is done by me. I'm marketing everything about myself and everything that I do. I'm sitting here now doing this video of my music, and behind me, my other craft, my art. My the company, Alim for you, where we do these customized tumblers. That artwork up there, which I'm a pen and ink artist, right? So I'm always thinking ahead. I'm always marketing myself. Always marketing myself. The song in the background, "Waste Me," is on the album "You Want to Be Me." In 2023. Check it out. DJ Cortino, thank you for tuning in. Woo! What's wrong? It's just a whole, and all this stuff is not home. It's not. It's just wait. Lose control. So again, waste me. Um, like listen, take me, beat me, kick me, call me trash. Just take me, right? Let's make me lose control. You lose control. Just let's have it, right? And you know the message is very clear. Uh, it's just delivered in a different manner. It's delivered with taste. So I don't do that other kind of B's and O's and all that. I don't do none of that. That's not even in my head. I always had stuff that's in my heart. So all the songs, like I said, they're stories. Man. They're life stories. Each song has a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is not just stuff that just thrown together and say, let's make a song, right? This is a story. Waste Me is the title of the song. The one you got is listening to, stage name. Life is a stage performance. Think about it. Everybody coming outside. You got the dudes with the black stuff. Everybody got, now you got brown hair. Now it's black, right? You know, you got all this all outline and stuff. People look like mannequins. People are dressing and acting like they're on a stage in video. They're looking like Hollywood. People have just kind of like just totally lost their minds. It's all a dog performance. So no matter where you go, man, right? So this is stage names. She's got three stage names, and you have to listen. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You have to listen to the song because the song is telling you about Miss So and So, Miss So and So, Miss So and So. But you have to listen because it's not in the match, not presented in the manner that you think. This is Miss So and So. No, you know, Miss Susie Baker, like she's talking about, she's always cooking, burning the food, come home hungry, damn, just change my mood, right? So you you have to listen to the different songs to really hear the story because it'll go right past. This song here was one of my favorites as well. The title of this song is called Predator, and this album came out in 2023. So the next time I do this show with my music, I'm gonna have the adjustment for the bass for the speaker because it will overwhelm the system. We hear instantly on TikTok. So now this was 2023. This was my third album. So I had experience with um, mixing and mastering. I learned mixing and mastering that in the early '80s, and I wasn't doing it that often. Actually, I learned from Jamal, which is one of the world's best bass guitar players, right? I used to do different artistic things for Jamal, you know, design, home design, things of that. But I had to find my way. One of the things that I learned is that you have to know what you want because people will give you anything. When you listen to the beat. So I was at that point still learning. I'm still learning, even at my fifth album. But you'll hear the progression in each album. The beat, again, you'll hear 70s, 80s music. You'll hear the beat. I can take anything from the 70s to 80s, right, and put it together with this. Pull up, you the bumper, baby. Pull up. I remember that. Yeah. So it's always a matter of I hear what I want. I paid somebody twice. Twice I paid somebody to fix my music. Neither of them produced what I wanted. Neither produced what I wanted. Right? One had too much reverb. Um, it was too spacey, right? And that was my first release. That was Devil's Ways. And the second release was Showing Made Easy. Showing Made Easy. Uh, Showing Made Easy was also uh, my second, but I did a video for it. Showing Made Easy. SOWING. Made Easy. EC. Uh, so Predators pretty much talks about that one person in the hood, and it talks about he'll stick you up once if you don't say a word. Know he'll be back for a second or third. He's a predator. You can love him or hate him. Menace to the hood, a follower of breath. He's a predator. Once yours and mine. He has no boundaries. He's always crossing the line. So again, I'm marketing myself across the board. Right? I'm a songwriter. I can make beats. I do my album cover design. So I'm an artist. Plain and simple. I don't profess to be anything other than an artist. When I started doing some things, much funny. My cousin recently celebrated his birthday, Gene Black, Gene Black, aka Mean Gene. He was trying to teach me how to rap back in 80, I think where we were, like 85, 86, somewhere around there. He was trying to teach me, and he gave me one line like black girls, black guys, and he would be like prompting me. I couldn't think of nothing. I didn't have it. And then after a while, in listening to it, I started coming to life. Listen to this. Listen, look, now, I did mixes off of this kind of stuff, man. All this is done at home. All this is done at home. All this is easy. So if I had like a system, the stuff would just be it'd be on every chart. I know it. I know it. It'd be on every chart. It'd be on everybody's stereo, right? The beats alone draw. The beats alone. And again, this is a story. Lost sight. And again, it starts a relationship. You know? So I'm having fun. I'm not trying to go out there and spend money on this. I'm not looking for a contract. You know, I like to be heard. Um, but I'm not losing my mind about it because this is something my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, nieces, nephews, past associates. I can count how many friends I got on one hand, and I like it that way. But this is where I'm at with it, and I'm okay with it. I'm good with it. So I decided I was just on here and I setting up my schedule because starting March 1st, I'll only be on Facebook on my Sabir Alim page and my Alim for You page. I'll only be on Facebook doing my thing, right? Uh, Facebook has grown itself so much. Man. Like right now, I'm on StreamYard and Facebook on the same camera. Yeah, astonishing. I'm on the same camera. YouTube is going to my YouTube station is just going to be subscription only because most of what I do on there is clinical in nature. It's going to be a subscription where you can buy the subscription and be able to use the videos with individual sessions, groups, and treat substance abuse treatment, mental illness treatment, whatever it is, parenting. Um, and then have Daddy's Right Here, which is the nonprofit family services organization to decrease father absenteeism, which has been on hold in terms of me doing classes and conferences. So I do the weekly show at 10 o'clock every Sunday, Daddy's Right Here Live, to keep that fire going. But I'm moving everything into one place because that way it only makes sense. Severe Alim is the link for you, e-commerce, right? Alimforyou.net is our storage that I'm building the e-commerce in, right? Severe Alim, right? Self-published book. I'm an author. Uh, Self-published film. I've done film, right? Uh, you can get one of the films on at Amazon. You can get the book Code Black on Amazon. So it's no sense to me being in all these different places, right? Well, I'm just going to make Facebook my home. That'll be my permanent home where all of my stuff can be found. Anything that you can find it. You can subscribe to the Severely Education Station YouTube, which used to be Daddy's Right Here. I'm going to put it back to Daddy's Right Here because I want to start building on Daddy's Right Here next as soon as I knock out some kinks in my shipping profiles and my checkout on my Shopify. Because once that's solidified, it's just jarred out. So I'll be doing Daddy's Right Here live every Sunday at 10 o'clock. I'll be doing a lean for you, which is taking you into the lab of our print work, our designing, how we design our merchandise, our pop-up shops, which you'll soon be finding starting in Florida. I'm in Riviera Beach, Florida right now. Well, that's where I live now. So we'll be starting this end of Florida to South Florida. Obviously, I'll be back up in Philly. You know, back to home and do what I do at home. But I have merchandise here in the cabinet. You see merchandise behind me. Um, what else do I do? Pen and ink work. So I do and painting designs. Or something else you'll be able to find as a link for you under identity productions. Anything that this work here, I got another piece over here, which you can turn to those of you on TikTok. That's another piece there. Just take a gander at that and kind of figure out what they look like too, right? And that's all done with pen, ink, pen and ink. It's all pen and ink, right? It's a male and female genital. It's a male genital inside of the female genital, which makes up the tree. And then you see to the left thighs, and a little bush there too. So yeah, that was that's a editing drawing that was taken and put into a poster form. One of the hats there that I use when I'm doing the link for you. And then the soft spot. The soft spot is the other skill. Hold on, I got this puzzle thing on TikTok. So soft spot is again because I'm clinical. You know, I talk about a lot of different things in terms of personal growth and development. So, you know, I go into psychology today and talk about things. Well, I can talk about what's happening in the hood. You know, whatever's on my spirit that day. So that's why all of this will be coming right to Facebook. I'll still be using the other ones that to put my ads out and give you clips of what it is that you see live. But nah, we get ready to switch that up. Let me. Uh, here's another one. That's Black Boy. I told you I do spoken words if I write poetry. Another king is born. This this one is tough guy. Tough guy came out with this RTM, and then I redid it. Uh, no, actually, I didn't. I was in the process of redoing Tough Guy to go on the album. And just hear some of this. Written, produced, mixed, mastered, all that. Like yours truly. I want what I want. If I ever work with somebody, I know what I'm listening for. I take the definite, but I know what my flow is. remember first song without hesitation and who become. Your brother's love, so that's tough guy. And again, all of this is on the album. You want to be all letters and numbers. You want to be me. Name of this song is Trick. And it's not with you gotta listen to the songs. Yo, every song I write is a story. It's no scatterbrain stuff. Hell, just gotta listen to the words. Listen to most of these songs twice. It's not three times. I'm killing it on beats. Everybody tell me otherwise. The question is, can you ride on it? And if you're a lyricist, what can you put to that? So, so let me tell you about Trick. Because as soon as you get somebody trick, they trick. First thing you think is an exchange. This is a mind exchange. This is a mind trick, right? This is the Jedi mind trick that so many dudes play within themselves when they get ready to head out to the club, right? You go get all that black stuff all over your face that y'all doing now, right? You get all geared up, right? You put the best smelling cologne on, you go for broke and get dressed, and you know within your mind, tonight's the night, right? You know tonight's the night. I'm getting something tonight, right? It's all in your mind that you're gonna get something tonight. If you're gonna wait going to the club, you can't come home. And you know it's always that one. If you're going to the same place, it's always different places, right? She's just having fun. You look to put it down on somebody. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. Let me let you hear some more of that. Every song is a story. Life with her. What's happening? Okay? CC, thank you for tuning in. Let me skip past that because that's the third album, right? That's the third album. Uh, yeah, that's the third album. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, you don't want to hear that. None of that. None of that. Now, this one here, "You Want to Be Me," is something done with my nephew, Young Lil. Young Lil dropped the album. His album thing dropped last month. At some point, his album dropped. I think it was last month. Last month. Then there's my brother, his father, who is dropping some stuff over the next few months. He just released a couple things, little hits. Tech, Knowledge, G. Um, they're rappers. They know what they're doing when it comes to rap. So, let you hear what we put together. Well, I put it together. I did the beat. I told them where I wanted them at, and they came through. Here we go. Now, Will is my nephew coming up. Now, young Will, come on here. Kill. I want to skip up the bill. Up next, get knowledge G. All right, so that was album number three, right? That was album number three. Um, I'm going to bring it up to the album number four, right? Now, again, I want you to listen for yourself, right? See the progression. This is album number four. The title of this song. So listen, let me tell you about this song. So album number four was made for line dancing. So for the line dance enthusiasts, the ones who create the dances, so you have the creators, have the dancers themselves. I came up with this album, right? Every song in here is one, two, because most of my albums have 8 songs. So most of the songs on here are over 8 minutes. The longest one is 12:16. Then you have some that. So this was designed, right, for line dance. So I'm going to let you hear the dance version of Political because next time we come on, I'm going to let you hear Political. But here's the dance mix of Political. Let me get this other one off. All right, let's go to Political. Now, Political, when you hear the first one, you be like, okay, okay, I got you. This is Political. Now, this song is 9 minutes and 50 seconds long, but I'm not going to give it all to you. I just want you to, I want you to hear the progression in music as well. Put this to work, man. And I already had bags under my eyes doing this. And then I decided I wanted to do another one. Two in 12 months. Yep. This was released June 9th, 2025. I just released the fifth album, God in the Man's World, earlier this month. Yeah. Two. 16 songs. Three for remix. But there were dances. So, so that's political. I did The Devil's Way. I told you The Devil's Way was the first song that I recorded in November of 2021. So I did a dance mix of that. Next week, when we come on, I'll go back and I'll let you hear those when they first came out. Because I was excited. I was very excited about that when it came out. I've been with, I just want you to hear the growth, the progression in 2021 to 2025. And I'm still learning how to I'm waiting for nobody. Getting it done. Done. Having fun, man. You ever listen to yourself on the radio? Try it. Just do it. But that's the devil's way. Right now, that was a poem that I wrote back in 2021. I let my brother hear, and it was like it's like the spirit in me, the music spirit woke up. He said, "Bro, that's how this song." Now this is coming from someone who writes his own stuff, and he heard that, and it had his spirit. Like, yeah, oh yeah, I like that. He didn't know, about my penmanship in terms of being poetic, but he heard that and loved it. That's like song. The next stuff that I did an animated version. You can go on YouTube and see it. Devil's Way. I also do animation. Yeah, I understand. So I did an animated character. I mean, and he's only about he was like, I just took uh, so the where we at? Where we at? Um, so the other one of the other songs on here is one of my favorites. Uh, I gotta tell you, man, line up. I thought was it. By the time I got to line up as an artist, after You Want to Be Me, I was like in rare form. I didn't think I was going to be doing another album after I did. I put a lot into line up. You can hear it now. Let's go to this is another. I thought I was having so much fun doing this. Y'all hear that milk inside? Carry 863. What's that? 91, 91. Thank you. Tune in. Why? See you today. The master plan. When the rabbit won't be long. Shut it down. Well, listen to me. I told you they was coming. He told y'all when he was number 45. And just start. Yeah. Wait till DEA start showing up at the door. He goes charges for all of you. Told y'all. There you go. Move on. Ain't like it used to be. Man, got the games and bullets. So that's police. Looking that up is police. Police. We're still on. We're still on the lineup album, right? I want you to hear. This is the next one. This is the next one. This one is misread. Now, when you hear this beat. Now that's album number 4. We're still on album number 4. Trey Mars, what's going on? Yeah, and again, so this is misread, not misread. Though. One word is misread. That's the title. READ. Misread. So you got to listen to the title and listen to the song. E63. Thanks for tuning in. tuning in or if you tuned in late, my name is Sterling. I'm the artist behind all the songs I do. Uh, wrote all of the songs, mixed, mastered, distributor, distro kid. I enjoy doing this. Uh, Tossed my head into the artist ring in 2021 just from a post that somebody said sounds like a song I've always wanted ever since. We're listening to album number 4, which was titled Line Up. The name of this song is Big. So if you've never heard my music, give me a shot. Right? Go to your favorite music streaming platform and type in Sabir Alim. Just Sabir Alim. That's all you got, and it'll come up. This is album number 5 that I just released. We're listening to something off before. Independent artist. Us time. Never. Always. That's just great. Number one. Now I think this whole album is like really my favorite. Um, but I gotta take you to the next one here. I was going to title the album by this song, but this song here, "In Man's Bed," just really laid like on my spirit for a while, man. It just had to get over. And bed you laid. All fear, all fear. Right now, right now, so that's that's this man's bed. Let me take you to that's him. This one is my favorite. It's my favorite. I hope it'll be yours. I'm thinking of it. It's 90 minutes and 8 seconds long. Don't put your line there. That's a good idea. Where's a lot of things? Come on, man. You come up with a dance to this, I'll come to your state and perform it live. You come up with a dance. Let me know what you want to follow. You know, the cloud, the tribulations, the man, God, maybe know the dance, but don't myself. Lots of things. One of the things, God, listen, listen. When I came out with album number 4, I thought the fire had gone out. Wait till we get to album number 5. I'm gonna let you hear the title track to that album, Mine Up. That's the title of this song here of the album that was released in 2025. What I say, June, June of 25. I released this album. 8 months later, I released the album. God. 8 months later, I released another album. Where, let me start this. Line up, line dancing. All this line dancing here. Just for the hood, the old thing. Oh, yeah, una vez. Human being. Yeah, human being. Hello. I got some videos coming to you soon too. Yeah, I just slide across the floor. Absolutely. Yeah. yours from the wall. JC Chris, what's happening? Now, that came out June of last year. You see what's happening today, right? All right. Pay attention. Go down to the next one. Just go down to the next one. We're going to switch right over to. Now, I'm taking you through each year. And you see where I've taken the music. This was the most recent album. I'm going to play the title track for you. We're going to wrap up tonight, but I'll be back next week. Now, once a week. I ain't necessarily be on Friday night. I figured it out. It just so happened that one of the girls had dance class. And I was like, "What was the song?" I looked up. 8 months. 8 months. And I produced the second album. God's in the man's world. God's in the man's world. Not G-O-D apostrophe S, G-O-D-S. What love died, street life. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And as always, any time of yours that you give to me, I appreciate it. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I just want to jump on here and kind of play some of my music, man, because like I know a lot of you have never heard the music. Some of you probably don't care for it. It's not your flavor, but you have to listen. It's about the message. Every time a message is brought to mankind automatically rejects it. We went from a hip hop culture to hit a nigga, kill a nigga, not say something. And none of us missed the beat. Now we're mumbling, we can't understand the word. People can't even put together complete sentences, right? The shift is here. The shift is here. Indie artists are going to top the chart. Plain and simple. Indie artists are going to top the chart. You got independent artists out there, man, that have been grinding and grinding hard, right? If I ever get a contract, if I ever get some paper, if anybody ever buys a song, a beat, anything, I'm thankful for it. If it never happens, I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to touch somebody. And I'm going to keep on reaching out and touching, right? Check my music out. This is your man, Girl, and I will see you on Sunday morning for another episode of Daddy's Right Here Live. Please tune in. Please join me. Thank you so much for your support. Hey, man, share it. Share it. Let others hear it. Share it. Name me the song. Oh, I wanted to play the service right now. My mom is ago. The name of this song is Snap, Crackle, Pop. Yeah. And every song that I write, every song, right, is it has a beginning, an end, and it has a middle. It's a story. Secret society, not a secret at all. Only secrets of society, how society is called. It's all secret society. Yeah. Rome hasn't fallen. Rome still exists. Have you seen Pharaoh? Yeah, all these stories, man. Still alive and kicking. Y'all have a great one. I'm your host. Your man is always